Oh shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Emotional damage.
What's good, everybody? We are back again with the last episode of Make It Make Sense for the year of 2022. I am your host, the one and only Munray Hudson, and I am not alone. I am in the building with a group of selected individuals ready to ride out the year end with me. And of course, we appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all of the people here, as well as Zelmay under me. I got Hollywood Sensei, I got Afro Comedy. We are here. We are educated. We are ready to count down. I'm gonna let them know what their message is for today, because of course we do have your New Year's resolution right under me. What is the resolution, my guy?
Your resolution, just like mine, is to keep looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And of course, to all the ladies, I am your New Year's resolution. To all the men, I am also your New Year's resolution. You want to be me? I expect it. I admit it. I love you and appreciate you. Thank you.
That man stupid. And of course, I do have the educated New Year same sensei, the Hollywood, my guy. What it do?
Yes, sir. It's your boy, Hollywood Sensei.
What you mean?
You know, Sensei of the Blur Cartel, CEO status. We in the building. You know what I mean? You already know. Follow the Blur Cartel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. You know what I mean? Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts for your listening needs. And if you need a New Year message from the Sensei, I'm going to tell you, next year, get money, drink water, baby. You know what I mean? Get money, drink water.
You heard him. Get money, drink water. Then, of course, we do have some people from the underworld. We have the Afro Comedy 765. What it do, man?
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. New year, same me. Y'all already know. Ready to bring out the year, same way I brought in the year. Doing debaucherous things on illicit substances. Y'all know the vibe.
And finally, last but not least, we do have your favorite Do You Hear Me man himself, Unico Williams. What it do?
Good evening, all. Happy New Year to everyone. And yes, me with a lantern being a pizza guy is canon.
Yes.
Of course, and you know this is Make It Make Sense, where we're taking all of the trending topics, the hot takes, the bad opinions all over the world and diving into them. But it has been a year, so this is going to be a year in review, and we're going to go through my Munray Hudson's top 10 most toxic events, happenings, everything over the course of this year. And of course, because we've had a lot of events, I had to put up some honorable mentions. I can't just deny everything, I only go for 10 of them. So I'm gonna give you a couple of honorable mentions, and rather than just let you hear me talk, I'm gonna let you see a couple of them in review. So I'm gonna give a few shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to the verses that shouldn't have been Mario or Marion, where Mario just went on demon time and decided to school everybody on not only can he sing, but dancing don't matter. Speaking of the same verses, we had the Ray J episode breaking all of the notes with the sun on his chest. You had to remember it. Shout out to, of course, to Drake, for the multiple moments, whether it's hot sauce in the condom, whether it's true or not. Girls speaking on him flying them out, asking, do you want to have a baby? To even her loss, saying multiple things about multiple people, including Serena Williams' husband, out of nowhere. And of course, we got Christian Rock and Blueface, the possible most toxic relationship we have ever seen.
The it couple.
I was going to say, that's America's darlings, nigga. What you talking about?
That's just a couple. But I'm gonna start out,
relationship goals.
It's been a tough one. I got honorable mentions. I'm gonna get to a little bit later. But first and foremost, let me let you know my number 10 of what is it? It is the top 10 most toxic moments / events of 2022. I got to make sure you know what they are. And it was tough. It was tough trying to decide them. But I'm gonna start with number 10 being Ime Udoka cheating on Nia Long the relationship where we all hated. We all looked at him like he was foolish. He was crazy for cheating on the beautiful black queen that is.
I didn't look at him like that.
This is number 10 on the list. This is my personal number 10. After everything we had to look at, this is one of the black relationships that we didn't even pay attention to. But next thing you know, not married, fiance. Next thing you know, you're making your way through the Boston Celtics civilization or organization or whatever you want to call them. And it was rough. It was rough. Me as a Boston fan, I hated it. I hated seeing. I hated hearing it. It's like, man. So, any thoughts on that?
Best record in the East, though.
Any issues?
Listen, I was watching Best Man, the new one, and I realized all these women are 52, and I would impregnate all the 52-year-old women on that show. I'm just saying.
I just thought that nigga was gonna just say all 52-year-old women. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Damn, tell me on demon.
It's a viral photo of this 53-year-old woman.
Yo, all I know is I saw Regina King, and I said, "Oh,
hey, AJ."
I saw Sanaa Lathan.
Fine,
okay.
yo.
I did see Nia Long too, and I was like, "Okay, come on, Best Man, y'all doing it to me." I'm like, hey, nah, like black don't crack. That's all I know. Shout out to black women. I love y'all.
I'm taking your black card for calling that woman Naya.
Nia Long. Thank you
listen, listen, I'm shook right now.
Y'all don't know how she is.
I know you got that
she
damn
could be a horrible person
somewhere on a shelf or a VHS shelf somewhere in that crib. I know you got that doggone movie. Go on now.
The new one came out at this age. That's what I'm talking about. At 52, I saw.
Out of hood, you had some.
I think we did a whole topic on this show. Also, Culture Watch, which you can see every Tuesday on the Blur Cartel, 7 p.m. But I said from the rip, we don't know what was going on in that relationship, man. What drove that man to do what he did. And from what I heard, every stop he been in the NBA, he was fucking something. That's what I heard. So, you know what I mean? Baby Nia, she already knew. We as the world just caught wind of it. And because she was Nia Long, everybody was just so, oh my God, how could you cheat on her? But it's like my man been slaying them things wherever he been coaching at, he been slaying. So, I'm just saying, was it crazy? Yeah, it's crazy because it's Nia Long. And like the great Zelmay said, 52, listen. We get 52 pickup for real. Like, I mean? I'm just saying. But I'm not mad at him, but I'm mad at him, if that makes sense.
We respect it. Any other final thoughts on the number 10 before we move on to number 9?
Told you.
She might have been vanilla in bed. That's all I'm gonna say. She might have been vanilla in bed.
Then we move on to the next. Regina King next. Tori, what you talking about? Like, okay, that wasn't it. Regina King died.
What if she's vanilla? What if they're all vanilla? What if this is why they've had these problems? Because the game is lackluster.
I'm a what are you telling me? All 5 of these women. See
have all 5 of these women been cheated on?
I don't know. Sanaa
Probably.
Then yeah, I'm saying yeah.
You got a successful
husband. Got a kind of.
At one point in their life was if they was dealing with niggas, they got cheated on
with money. Niggas with money.
Yeah.
Even niggas without money will cheat. So
yeah, if they dealing with niggas.
You seen the Best Man show?
Right,
you seen it later? You seen the Best Man?
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes. I ain't get the.
You see what I'm talking about? You understand? You see what I'm saying?
Listen, all listen, I will gladly. You can sign me up for the reverse gangbang any day with all of them. Any day. I'm just saying.
I bet y'all didn't think of going in 2023 talking about 52-year-old reverse gangbang.
I guarantee you there's somebody talking about something way crazier.
We might get crazy in this episode. Who knows?
Oh yeah, we are. Because that's
my only thought on this is I think that a trend that started hitting towards the second half of the year, brothers, stop fucking them white women on the job, man.
Oh, okay. Just on the job. Because I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
Because Miss Good Morning America will pull your ass and let the white woman work, and you won't.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Boston Celtics will sit you down and keep you from getting a job, a new job, while that white woman still work. So I'm just telling you, wherever you work at, Miss Thing gonna always sit that brother down just because they say that the women can't even come to work no more because they was too busy fucking them. Can't even come to work no more.
Hey, listen,
all women are victimized. They have been getting fucked every day, consensually, and we're not going to have it anymore. So I'm just telling y'all that seems to be a reoccurring thing. This might
They're
be
tired of their wives giving up the
another
yams.
situation like this may appear on this list.
Right.
Another situation just like this may appear on this list because that was mad wild. But we'll
Listen,
just see.
As the great amazing Spider-Cam once said, protect your peace, don't fuck your coworkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Especially not the white ones. Now he should have got him that nice little sister girl that worked the front desk or work at the concession stand.
Okay, first and foremost,
the concession stand is wild.
She would have went on about her business.
And overall 99 media do not advocate for any kind of cheating whatsoever. We're not going to claim Nico
Williams. Unless you're unhappy and afraid to leave the relationship, then
unless you're getting vanilla sex every night, it's okay. Go ahead.
And if you ain't getting nothing but missionary once every other month.
There's two rules. First, don't cheat, and then there's another line of rules. If you're gonna cheat, don't eat where you shit.
Okay, so with that being said, let us go. Because I think this might carry nicely into my number 9 pick. Because number 10 was, of course, Ime Udoka. Just go ahead and reiterate for anybody joining up. My number 9 is going to be R. Kelly getting 30 years in jail finally and dropping the album from jail. Yes, the king, the Pied Piper of R&B himself. Yes, to 30 years. It is that is going to be the number 9 on Monterey's.
The fact we just let him run around being called the Pied Piper is wild. Now that I
followed up with "I Admit It" by R. Kelly in 2022, the album where he admitted it, but what he admitted can be so subjective. That is my number 9. Thoughts, anybody?
Now, according to R. Kelly himself,
or Robert, which one?
Or Robert. You know what I mean, the infamous clip "Free Robert," but. Robert himself said that he did not release that album. Somebody is trying to frame him.
Oh,
they're trying to fuck him over. That's what he said.
Is R. Kelly sabotaging Robert?
They sound suspiciously similar. I can tell you that much.
Have you ever seen Robert and R. Kelly in the same room at the same time? Just saying.
Yeah, there was that one video.
Shit, there was.
Joe, say the thing, Joe. Say the thing.
Is that it? Is that
say the thing, Joe.
Best of both worlds. I'm just like, okay. Oh, the thing. Free Robert.
And all I have to say about this is that if there is some phantom being out there dropping music in the guise of R. Kelly while Robert rots in prison, well, may they at least put a portion of the proceeds on his books. So those victims can get paid.
All right, I guess we'll leave it at that. That is because I know number 8 is going to get some comments, some things about it. Number 10 was Ime Udoka. Number 9 was R. Kelly's Moments. Number 8 on my list is Lori Harvey's Reign of Terror. And that's the best way I can describe it because she's had a couple of moments this year that's been wild that we know. It's Lori Harvey's Reign of Terror for the number 8 spot. And of course, if you don't know Lori Harvey, the daughter of Steve Harvey, let's just look at some of the history of her dating, her breaking, from Future to, Trey Songz to breaking the heart of Michael B. Jordan, leading him looking sad at an NBA basketball game. It was something else entirely. Even recently, us hearing supposedly that she has men signing a non-disclosure agreement to $1 million.
Number 3 hero, Matt Genist.
So that is going to be the number 8 from Monterey's list. Lori Harvey's Reign of Terror. Thoughts? And I feel like Nico Williams has a lot to say. Speak on your mind, my brother.
I'm not going to say anything. First of all, number 3 hero, Genist. Y'all didn't know, but yeah, he can control all genes. So, I mean, I feel like she has free reign to do whatever she wants to do, being the number 3 hero. And then sans them. And then man, shit, it did kind of feel bad to see him like that at that Warriors game, front row, right behind the backboard. Just they's like, oh, and there's Michael B. Jordan, who has recently gotten broken up with by Lori Harvey. He was just like, it was a sad scene. And he may never go back to Black Girls ever again because he was on a pretty nice streak of being with all women of the European persuasion. So nothing wrong with
he did like somewhat.
But in his once you go black, you never go back. I believe that Mr. Michael B. Jordan will be going back to anything other than a sister girl or anybody with Steve Harvey's teeth. I'm done.
Yo, she got Steve Harvey teeth, dog. That's how you know she's like...
That's the first time I really noticed she got Steve Harvey's teeth.
Like I didn't know, like
goddamn. I mean, goddamn.
What you say?
Yeah. Yo, I have never heard.
Come on, Titanic is right there. Oh my God, beautiful woman.
I low-key pictured her with the goddamn flat top just a second ago.
She might got Invisalign on right there, but that top genius shit right there.
Nigga, she is dressed in a sperm in the other outfit. What are you talking about? You focusing on best genius?
I was thinking Froze on, but that's fine. That works too.
Yo, she do got the little curly thing at the top too. That's funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, there's a tail.
Yo, listen. I wanna since we never heard her like speak for real. I wanna do she do that like that whole laugh.
Michael B. Jordan might have been like.
I still want to know if the cat is good enough for $1 million non-disclosure agreement, or is that just so freaking?
Is she?
Oh, it's stepdaughter. Okay, because see, I was wondering. I didn't think that it was.
Wait, is she? Can we validate?
No, I feel like that's.
That?
I was going to say, I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true because I thought it when you.
It's adopted daughter, not
adopted. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say he was the last name, so
he went into the orphanage and was like, find somebody with some teeth like me.
That's 100% his teeth. I don't care nobody.
I knew. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't crazy. I thought the weed.
What you said, Hollywood?
She's definitely his wife's daughter, but he adopted all 3 of her children when they got married. So.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Marjorie Howard. Okay, Marjorie Howard. They got married in 2007. Okay, the father is Donnell Woods. I thought you were gonna say Donnell Rollins for a second. I was gonna die.
Not Ashley Larry.
Ashley Larry in that house.
I was like Ashley Larry and Steve Harvey
spitting out kids with Steve Harvey teeth.
I was saying Donnell Rollins' daughter would 100% give NDAs to dudes. But you know, in the NDA.
That's probably the most southern thing that a southern brother can do is take somebody else's family and say, now all y'all niggas last name is mine. That's some pretty south shit right there.
Oh shit.
All right, enough joking on Lori Harvey. I guess we can leave it at that.
Hey, are y'all signing? Wait, are y'all signing the NDA to tag though?
I told you. And I'm telling.
What about you, Sensei? You signing the NDA to tag it?
He is.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign it and then I'm gonna release an album like Future.
Let's go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to fucking hear.
All right, with the toxic.
He wasn't on the scumbag award list either.
Damn, how did we? I was
toxic. At least toxic.
He didn't quite make it, Joe. You and Cam and Tori just really.
I still think Joe should have won the award, but I'll take the award because I'll take any award.
I'm offended slightly, but that's okay.
Tori, you did just say a whole. We ain't going over again, but you did say a whole division of women should just do OnlyFans. Get all rest.
No, I said they would make a lot more money than they are wrestling.
Because you said they need to get cut and Tony cut it fired a bit. But back to the show.
He does. He needs to fire all the women.
Okay, enough of that. Okay. Let us move on to number 7.
But it's because he has too much talent. Okay, it's not some misogyny. They're the lowest rated segment every week. That's all I'm gonna say.
Moving on to number 7 on the list of the most toxic things of 2022 from Monterey. And number 7 is Deion Sanders leaving JSU, going to Colorado, and the fallout afterwards. Because if you was to exist or hear about the fallout let us give you a nice reminder. You know, he decided to leave, and as soon as he decided to leave, scandals came out that JSU was misusing football funds, stealing money from the program, not necessarily verified either, but you know, stealing money. And then of course the Deion hate, where people just like, I want Deion to fail for the black masses and everything. I want him to fail, and it was just ugly. Deion's gonna be number 7. Thoughts?
Shame on you, people. I missed that episode. I wasn't able to be here for that episode, but I was following that whole situation, and it just was. It was dumb. You know what I mean, it was dumb. Everybody's reaction. You really thought one?
Oh no, just a minute, because I am joined by, I guess, you know, the representative of Broke Ugly Dudes himself. I want to give him a little shout out.
This is welcome to your favorite podcast. This is Broke Ugly Dudes podcast, where we tell you how it is from Broke Ugly Dudes' point of view. So we talking about Deion.
Yes.
So what we talking about? Him being a sellout or him being
all your thoughts of the entire event?
I feel like
how you been.
Come down, bro. Come down.
Okay,
there you
I
go.
feel like, I respect bro doing what he want to do. You know, I'm not mad at Deion for taking a better opportunity for himself. I just feel like he told the black community a dream, and that's my only issue with him. Respect. Because you know he could say what he want, he could do what he want, he could take the money, but don't be like, you know, I want all our people to go back to this school. And he sold these kids a dream and was like, you know, come play for HBCU, turn down the money, and then as soon as they offer him money, he took the first chance he get.
This is a valid point.
Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi.
Man, big Jack Town, man. Big man.
Big Jack Town. Big
yeah. I look like I just got out of jail, but I ain't just get out of jail. Yeah, I'm sorry.
This nigga's welcome home podcast.
I'm just having a party right now. We're in a party right now. This is.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all can continue.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to come speak.
All right, man. Happy New Year, brother.
What you saying, Hollywood?
I don't agree. I don't think he sold people a dream.
Hey, you kind of did.
I mean, I don't feel like he did. Like how, like he laid the foundation down for, you know, what's to come for HBCUs. Just because he did that, that doesn't mean he has to stay there permanently. And then we also have to look at what was occurring during his tenure at Jackson State. You know what I mean? The issues with the locker room.
I was gonna say, didn't they say that nigga got robbed?
Water.
You go to Jackson, you getting robbed.
He got robbed. His son got robbed. The locker room got robbed.
Especially if you on Damn.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I like that, Sid. That's a good point.
That's crazy. Like Deion, like I said, he laid the foundation for. You just seen Ed Reed get hired at Bethune-Cookman, I believe,
which is a great school in Florida.
You know, and Ed Reed is arguably the greatest safety to ever play in the NFL. I mean, so you've seen like just because Deion isn't there anymore, that does not mean more prominent black athletes won't become coaches and get more black athletes to come to HBCUs. Like that, you know, Deion did what was best for him. You know, and he took the better.
Can I counter that? Can I counter that? Can I do a counter?
Go ahead.
Okay, you can leave. Well, why would you take? I got a question for you, Hollywood. But once you leave for more money, would you take the top 10 athletes on the team and over half of the coaching staff with you after you say you want them to be better and go to these schools, and you're like, oh, I'm taking them with me because I need them? I'm just asking. I just want to know your opinion on that.
Now,
damn, that sounds kind of crazy.
If you're able to pick your staff and your personnel, and so the people available on your team can come with you, why not take them?
But you say you want them to go there, and then they go there. But then when you leave, you want to take them with them. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
That is a little funny looking.
Do we know that the players, coaches involved? Yeah, I mean, we're saying, hey, told by Deion, y'all coming with me, or do we know that some of
he said it before they announced it? He's like, yo, I'm taking my boys with me. Shadir came with him on the plane. Travis Hunter was like, okay, I'm on my way.
That was going to happen.
Travis Hunter like, I'm on my way.
His son is coming with him. We know that.
One just said he's gonna stay at Jackson State. The other eight went with him. Half the coaching staff. I'm just saying. You say you want better.
But all right, so if
So
you as a player,
this is what I'm asking now.
okay,
If I say
Well,
I'm
hold on.
laying the foundation for this school to be better, but then as soon as I lay it, I take the bricks with me and go to the other place. Did I literally lay the foundation, or did I take the foundation with me when I built it? Because I took the staff.
So you're saying it's a mobile home situation?
I mean,
I do agree with Sam, but I'm asking about the question and not about what they doing. Deion do what he do. I'm talking about from the perspective of the school. I'm just asking.
When you put it that way, yes. I mean, he took the foundation with him. You know what I mean? But he at least gave the next coaches coming in, the next staff, a blueprint of how you do this. And the person that took over, I believe, was on his staff already. So yeah, I mean,
I love him, by the way.
I believe it was TC Jackson. I believe,
yeah,
wide receiver coach.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love that dude.
He got the job, and he was there with Deion, so he kind of, but he could do it in his own way. You seen how it worked before, put your spin on it, and then we just see how it go from there. But he did, take the farm with him as far as talent. So, it's going to be a noticeable difference next year once they get on the field. We all know that. But that happened.
I just want to present stuff. I'm just
my only issue is I do feel like he did sell the people a dream, and like I said, he used God as the stamp. He said, God told me to come here. Yes, we all know that you can lay a foundation, but that foundation was already the foundation you was building the foundation on was already shaky. Like, man, I wish he had done this with a more with a school that got a little bit more, that got less scandal, and a place that has less scandal. And I think that's what hurt. I can't wait until the tell all, because right now he's not saying it. But I think when he's 70, he's going to say, I walked into the athletic director's office and I showed him the numbers because I'm rich and I got people that keep track of numbers for me. He showed me this. I had an investigator look into where the money is going. So we're missing out on $30 million or $20 million. Where did it go in my time that's been here? And then it was like, man, D, I'm gonna be real with you. And then he just comes out and he's just like, we decided I'm not gonna shit on the school. I'm leaving it. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. I'm not gonna hurt it because other people aren't gonna come to HBCUs if they hear about this scandal. Ed Reed, I think, can bring people down there, but I mean, Deion laid a blueprint for a person that intends to stay the course of somebody that's going to be in HBCUs. That's what I believe. I think that next year, Ed Reed might get some coverage, but that's for Ed Reed. So we'll see. I just think that Prime probably did what was best based off of what was going on around him. Y'all niggas is stealing from me and robbing me and stuff. I gotta.
You on that street, dog? I'm sorry.
Let me go to
street long enough. You getting robbed.
Let me go to Colorado and just coach in peace without me having to worry about extra security on my cars and all that.
And
stuff.
the weed's legal. Is weed legal in Mississippi?
It might as well be. They don't care about that shit. They don't care about crime.
Medical marijuana legal now. They had a fight in the courts, but I think medical.
And we are not going to advertise for any smoking of any illegal substance. So we will use it to move on to our next one.
Can I say? I didn't get my part. Let me just say this. I do think. Listen, he sold a dream. I don't believe in black saviors and messiahs that's come to save all the black people from everything. I don't believe in it. But it's a lot of black people that do. So when you sell it, they gonna take issue with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, he coming to help us. He gonna help the hood, and he gonna come to the hood and change it.
I think it's kind of wild that people are taking stuff like that on like a
if you ever play
face
football,
value in 2022.
Bro,
it's Mississippi, the home of the Mississippi is known for slavery, so everything is rooted in religion.
Oh, that's so. I guess
to like make it to the next day. Like, man, my grandma came from like their grandparents were slaves. So I mean, they was on it. That religion helped them get through, man. So in 2022, all the older cats is still sitting there like, man, God gonna help us and God gonna send this, and religion is gonna go a long way in Mississippi. That's just what it is.
I just want y'all to understand when you.
Apparently, God carried Dion up out that motherfucker.
But that's all I'm saying. Like I can never be mad at another grown man for making a decision. But when you tell people a dream, they get their hopes up. How the hood has seen it. We all seen it. When you tell if you're from the hood, you tell the hood, listen. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna take my people with me in the hood. You get famous, you realize I can't take all these people with me. Look, some of these people crazy. Then some people in the hood hate you. You take the people you can with you. Do what you gotta do, and you don't. And the hood don't never be saved because the hood is the hood, and the hood don't love you. I'm just telling y'all that.
It doesn't.
They will rob you and probably murder you before.
All right, then. I guess we'll leave it at that for number 7. And finally, to round off the bottom 5, my number 6 is the reaction to Kevin Samuels.
Oh, I didn't mean to laugh.
And for people who may not understand the reaction that I'm talking about, of course, first and foremost, Kevin Samuels, one of the alpha male prodigies or alpha male people who sold that kind of
big red pill energy
idea initially. Like that's what he was initially known for, but not only being alpha male, but defining it and sort of giving people advice about their lives, things of that nature. That's mostly what he was known for. Not all that he did was what he was known for throughout, his life, or at least the last few years of his life. Now, as you know, he passed away in 2022, and people had varying degrees of things to say about him. The majority of it that went viral around the internet was not good. I'm going to give you just a little bit of a snippet of what I mean when they were not good. I mean, just looking at, he made a career, this is not necessarily true, off of disgracing black women for profit, emboldening the most toxic individuals to project tired and harmful narratives about black women, dead or alive, is a disgraceful life to live. That's all this person had to say about that. That's just one person. Another one was like, all he did was tell broke men, no way women to be realistic, and y'all acting like he was Scar from Lion King. Multiple people had different Twitter posts about things they wanted to say about him. A couple of them, let's just look at a few more. Street saying Kevin Samuels passed away. Oh, well, there's gonna be an earthquake because of all the big jumping for joy. That's just one example. Or I hope it's okay. Other ones like hoping a whole bunch of broke, sad, celebrating his death. Never watched him, but just people having all sorts of things to say, and then just people's like, I don't know why you glad, you're weird. Everything I saw about him was him being misogynistic, fatphobic, anti-black, constantly perpetuating hateful rhetoric and bigotry, which this is just simply not true. But it's crazy the toxicity that was going around the internet. I've seen multiple posts. TikTok was almost unwatchable for me for at least a few days because people were just on there just celebrating this man passing like they knew him personally, and just everything was just a lot was said. I ain't gonna say everything. A lot was said that was just simply not true, and it was so hateful, so tough.
Hey, when niggas be having block parties because you died, that's crazy.
Horrible. Speak your piece. Speak your piece.
A block party when you die is wild. Like if you think about that, enough niggas hated you to where they were like, "Oh, this nigga kicked the bucket. We finna act the ass." They go out, they have a great time, all in the name of your demise. And this nigga wouldn't even know there's far more worse figures in history that I feel like we didn't party this hard when they died. That's all.
Super opposite of New Orleans and how they celebrate death.
But that's
Noah's. They have a party because they celebrating not you passing, they celebrating your life. But they had a cookout for this man dying. I think that was
I was gonna say they were celebrating this man's heart. His heart quit.
That's not cool.
And they were like, "Yo, crack the bottles, yo."
But did not go out the most alpha way you can go out. A heart attack laying on top of a girl laying on top of you. I mean,
the Red Bull,
the way he lived. He died the way he lived, y'all. That's all I got to say on it.
Knocking down a bad bitch that knew her value.
Niggas was wrong for that. When I say niggas, I am specifically saying black folk, because them is most people. Them are the people that actually took issue with the things that he was saying. But y'all wrong for that shit, man. You should never sell it just because you don't like what somebody got to say. Now, if he was running around spewing anti-Semitism and all that stuff, they had them parties for them type of people. But all he was doing was just saying stuff that most people think. Like, if you got 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, you 44, you're not about to get the top pick of the litter. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. And they didn't like hearing that because there's some girls out there that got 4 kids, four baby daddies, and they 44, and they really still believe that they gonna get a husband. And actually, that does happen, but it just might not be the husband you want. It's gonna be the husband you get.
Now they got to come after you, Nico Williams.
That's
Anybody else?
fine.
Any other thoughts?
Come on, I ain't never been scared of no 44-year-old woman.
Hey, we started this show talking about we want 52-year-old women. Now you scaring them off, Joe.
I'm scared of the 44th president's wife. I believe Michelle Obama's crazy, and she might have something to say. Well, other than that, I ain't worried about no 44.
You just diss Obama, Michelle Obama.
She just admitted that she hated her husband for 10 years out of her 30 years.
Joe, that is kind of.
I can check her.
Joe, that's kind of realistic for a long relationship. Sometimes you have periods where you just don't like, yo.
Nigga, 10 years is not a period. That's an era.
I was going to say, that's a quarter of the marriage.
Listen,
Right.
listen. Ask your grandparents, did they have a 10-year period where they hate each other? They all say yes.
That's different.
I thought okay. Are you saying hated? I thought you said there was a 10-year period where she was hitting that nigga.
No, she hated him. She did not like him. They both was in college.
Oh,
they
okay.
had kids. She didn't like the fact that she had the kids most of the time while this nigga was off playing senator. She didn't like that shit.
She liked it in the Oval Office, though.
Anyway,
I bet.
all right, that's all I had to say. That was my.
I think she was actually pointing at that period too when she was in the White House. Being in the White House is not fun for.
That's right. 8 years of the marriage was in the White House. Come on, man.
Like, y'all don't think y'all realize it ain't fun being like the first lady when you don't necessarily want to be the first lady?
So she low-key hated him until he became president?
No, I think she said some of that was during the White House.
She said it was the first 10 years of the marriage, man.
Oh, she didn't say that, Joe.
Oh, so she hated that nigga until he got to
She
the
said
White
when they
House.
had kids. That is not the first 10 years. When
The
they first had
first
kids.
10 years is crazy.
That means you hate him when the
You
baby
hated that nigga from year one?
She said when the baby was born, which is like, what, 3 years
From
in?
the jump, she hated him.
She was talking about for everybody knows, she was talking about when the kids were born. When the kids were born, she said they had to make sacrifices. So she chose to make sacrifices. And sometimes she had a resentment because he could live his life and she couldn't do everything she wanted to. So it was like a resentment.
He was trying to be president of the United States.
You see what you hold on, just real quick, because I know this conversation is way off topic anyway. I apologize.
Casual conversations creeping in.
I just want to say this. All I want to say is that this is why black men versus black women is always going to be like the gender divide here, because what we're saying is what he's saying is this. You're saying that this black woman, her man gets up, kisses her on the forehead, says, "All right, babe, off to work, a government job, a very high-ranking job," and she's like, "Whatever, nigga. Here you go, going to work again."
But you're talking like she's a lawyer.
And also, she ruined school lunches for children. She ruined school lunches for children.
Most black women in America that deal with brothers, they just say they don't got a good enough job or he ain't got one at all. This man went and got him a job, and she was like this nigga was like, "All right, babe, love you," drinks his coffee, and then she's just like, "Man, fuck that nigga."
But Joe, listen.
Mommy, when is daddy coming back? I don't know.
She literally said, she said, "I respect this man and I cherish this man. I'm sticking with him. Even though I don't like him." She didn't even say, "Hey."
When did they get married? When did they get married? That's the question.
They got married early. I think they was like late college.
Well, no, I mean,
turn up, but it's got a hotel room. Turn up.
But that's basically what it is. It's just that's the situation. I just want to make sure y'all explain, because Joe said hate like she was like all the other. No, she said I didn't like him for 10 years.
Did you make the white man pay for it, Joe?
No.
And that's
what
just
the
it.
Fuck?
I don't forget what was the subject again, Mate?
I think it was Kevin Samuels, I think.
It was Kevin Samuels.
44 years old with 4 kids, 4 baby daddies. Nigga, the 44th president.
Okay.
Keep up, Zelmay.
Listen, you got me on. I had to get the people the knowledge on the whole situation.
And also 444 for a cheating ass husband, Jay-Z. Anyway.
Hey, now you've been accusing black men of a lot of stuff lately. Shout out to LeBron James and the banana boat. But Kevin Samuels,
the only person that's not cheating the banana boat.
LeBron James.
Take control. Hurry up. 5. Go. 5.
Anyway, we have made it to the bottom 5. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick recap. See if anybody disagrees with my bottom 5. As of the top 10, number 10 was Ime Udoka. 9 was R. Kelly. 8 was Lori Harvey. 7 was Deion Sanders. And number 6 was the reaction for Kevin Samuels. Any debate, anybody should be higher.
I think R. Kelly should be higher, if I'm gonna be honest. Because don't get me wrong, Lori Harvey and her NDA worthy assets. Okay, he said it. The NDA worthy vagina that she's supposedly rocking. That's all treacherous and scary. I get it. But R. Kelly was fighting for his life and he lost.
The reaction that people had to him leaving, not necessarily him leaving, because we're talking about like the toxic event. It was the reaction people had to it, and sort of debate of whether he was right for leaving or not. That's really what it was, in that period. Not necessarily him leaving at all.
But other than that, I don't think. I just think that R. Kelly getting 30 years, niggas like 40 or 50, so he ain't gonna get out till he's like 70. I guarantee you, he'd rather pay the $1 million for Lori Harvey's NDA than spend 30 years in the penitentiary.
I got one, but anybody else?
You definitely pay that.
Let's that later. Okay, so otherwise, let's move on to the top 5, and this might be a little shocking once you realize. But number 5 is the saga of Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez.
Daystar Peterson
saga was wild from the beginning. If you realize how this match started, because the whole story was already questionable from the beginning. The story,
to say the least.
To say the least, the story was wild. And then you got to remember some of the other things that Megan had. You know, her controvery and her twerking. You know, people seem to have forgotten that was a thing.
No,
we forgot that was a thing. Combined, you know, with Tory Lanez being arrested, now he faces up to 23 years. He's gonna be at the end of next year.
How's Daystar getting his hairline painted while he's in jail, bro? Is he just walking around with the baldy?
This man said painted. Somebody make it make sense to me, but that is the number 5, the entire saga, the story, the court case. Any thoughts?
His name is Daystar Peterson. He has been dropped from the Council of Tories. We ain't checking that. If you can't beat the rap on shooting a woman, we only do misdemeanors and harmless felonies. Okay, there can't be any bodily harm.
What's up, Gaps?
So Daystar Peterson. That's all I got to say.
So it starts. Welcome to the end of year show.
I was gonna say that's how we close the year out, right?
You didn't quite win in the last show, honey girl, but you came in. You were close. You almost won the last one.
That's what we riding now with.
I'm still up 1 because I'm still covered in skin, thankfully.
That video, that recording in that jail was
yeah, it was ugly.
Are we allowed to say damning on here?
Yes.
When she hit him with the
like he was about to say something.
She said some I was like, damn.
Shout out to strong black women again. Now we're back on their team.
I was gonna say that was real nigga shit. She was like, and I don't know what he was thinking. I chalked it up to him being Canadian and maybe he didn't understand the American justice system.
That's right.
But Kelsey tried to keep him on track because I feel like even as incriminating as that phone call sounded, I feel like if she wouldn't have hit him with the it might have been even worse.
Bro, he was about to say something. What he was under like the sentence was leading to going somewhere. She said, stop. She did it multiple times too.
This phone call is recorded.
Academics was on a run talking about Meg, and then he got that video. He said, Academic was on a run, and then he heard that video. He said, "I can't lie, dog. It's not looking good." And I'm like, "Oh, that was
not looking good.
It's not looking good at all."
By the way, when we did our review on, and we were saying even on Culture Watch with Hollywood and all that, we didn't hear that video yet. The only people that heard that video were
the people in court.
Yeah, and the people that wrote it did not summarize it that way.
Yeah, they did not make it sound like that. I went back and I looked at all the different blog posts of the court transcripts. None of them made it sound like it was that crazy of a phone call.
He's done.
But that nigga's name is Daystar. Just I want to get that record across.
You're right, I guess.
Daystar Peterson.
To the number 4 slot. And the number 4 slot is one that a couple of people on this panel are greatly appreciative of. and it is the Kanye West saga. The
Yeah.
Kanye West saga that was a year-long saga, and it's not over yet.
It ain't over
The
yet.
Kanye West saga. I mean,
What if he pops out on New Year's Eve at midnight? What if Kanye West has installed himself inside of the ball in Times Square and he's just waiting to pop out and say some crazy shit as soon as it hits midnight?
I love this. I love this graphic because at
You
this
look,
point,
Joe. You look like you love this graphic,
no,
nigga.
and this is what I'm gonna say this to placate to you. This is I mean, Kanye West's life within the limelight can be broken down into as many arcs as One Piece. And we just saw a depiction of each arc. We saw Kanye with all the cut up hair and stuff, and my mama just died, and I'm fucking Amber, whatever the girl name is. Wow, she fell off. What the hell she been doing? You know, Wiz Khalifa baby mama. Anyway, Amber Rose, that's her name.
Yeah.
And then I mean, then we had the hey, I'm
The
just a
slut
quiet
walk.
kid. I'm just a quiet kid from Chicago arc, and I believe in fighting for black folk and all that stuff. And my mom was a civil rights fighter and all this stuff. And here we are. Hitler's cool. Jews are bad. I mean, and then by the way, in the middle of this, here's a truck full of flowers for my wife that's leaving me for Pete Davidson, who they say
that was crazy.
It's
that's just one.
It was a sick arc. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris fall under the bus,
crazy, bro.
You know, the divorce one, Chris fall
wife
under the
and
bus.
family under the bus. I mean,
the InfoWars.
In the barbershop today, they said they're not sure if that was really him or not.
I mean, hey, it sounded like him, so we don't know. But right now, he didn't say that it wasn't him, unfortunately. It's a far as I know. But it's Kanye
Shout out to the Holy Bible prop.
Daryl
Daryl
Butcher
that after he
so I think just his saga makes a wonderful number 4. Anybody got any debates, any discussions before we go into the top 3?
DEFCON 3, nigga.
All I want to say is I need to get so famous and just call everything like the Matrix.
This nigga went
so I can just get
DEFCON
off
3.
on whatever I do. Like if you call anything the Matrix, no matter what I do in life, I'm good.
Yeah.
like if I do something illegal, the Matrix is trying to get him.
I ain't never been an advocate for somebody going to jail more than Andrew Tate at this point.
You can't let. Hey, the
Jesus.
Matrix.
I wasn't even talking about him. I was talking about even Kanye. Kanye uses the Matrix too.
He's creeped in. See,
Kanye called it
Joe
the Matrix too.
knows
Nick
now.
Fuentes
Top
called it
G.
the Matrix from Sneeko. He got it from Sneeko. They call it the Matrix too.
You
Everybody's
gotta
like
get a
in that
Bugatti,
little
Joe.
group. All that little group calls it the Matrix, so they get away with anything because they fan base, no matter what happened, will say the Matrix is trying to get them out there just because they say things that are controversial. I want to put this out here before 2023. Just because you disagree with the majority of people, don't make you right. Sometimes it makes you stupid.
You can also say you can also lead off conversations with all due respect and not respect them at all. You can also do that. Just throwing that.
Most of the time when you hear with all due respect, something disrespectful is coming after that shit.
100%.
And with that, let us go to the top 3. And the number 3 one is one I feel as though has sort of slipped a lot of people's minds, but it's going to have effects for years to come. And that is the Roe v. Wade overturning.
That was a toxic moment.
Which literally is going to have like resounding waves for the rest of our lives, possibly, because this overturning, as anybody needs to be understanding of it or needs to know what it is to be a reminder. Roe v. Wade is the overturning of the court case which allowed abortions to be a part of the constitutional right of the American people, which means that abortions are now up to the states, and majority of the states, or at least up to half of them, have basically outlawed abortions other than like maybe to save your life or like other extenuating circumstances, which means that you cannot have an abortion legally in half of the United States. And this is a very, very serious thing, no matter if you are male, female, or whatever case you may identify yourself as. It is something that is extremely, extremely important, and it was wild. So let us just begin with who wants to speak about the Roe v. Wade overturning and the effects it's going to have on us as brothers. But before you even say it today, I got to give this nice comment, that Gabby said that, that I don't know what to say about this, it is what it is.
Mid cigarette in mouth.
So,
my man, hey,
bruh.
My boy Afro Kami was like this. He was like,
Anybody got any thoughts on the Roe v. Wade overturning at number
It's a
3?
fucked up, it was a fucked up move. It's not our place to say you got to be pro-choice in these situations. I feel like you sort of have to be.
Hey, do you want
Listen, I am against anybody telling everybody else what to do in life. Except
Everybody
for
get cushions for the fence.
Except for don't do things that hurt other people. If you're not hurting other people, I'm against anybody forcing somebody else to do something. Even if I'm for something or against something, I'm not trying to force everybody else to automatically agree with me because I have this holier than thou reason for everybody else to do life because I am the smartest person in the room. That's how I feel like people feel. I am the judgment of right versus wrong, and you must obey how I think. And I think any situation like that is dangerous.
Can I ask you a question, Zelmay?
What's that?
Are you pro-choice or not pro-choice?
Pro-choice or pro-choice? For me personally, or just in general?
No,
I'm asking a clear-cut question.
It's a different. For me personally, I'm
pro-choice no matter what. I'm
finna say the answer. I'm not really into that for me, but for anybody else, I ain't none of my business. So I guess you would say pro-choice because I don't care what other people's business is.
No, but I'm saying, what if it was your business?
Oh no, you know the rule. You know how I am. Hey,
we don't. That's why I asked.
No, that's why we're asking the question.
I just said the answer. Like for me personally,
no, but I'm saying, what if that's how she's like? This is what I'm doing.
We ain't getting in that situation. We gotta be.
I guess that's it. So we'll just leave it at that, and we will move on.
What about you?
Me, I'm pro-choice. Like you choose what you want to do.
That's what I'm like.
It is what it is. But
put me in the video.
regardless, like I said,
I'm giving you. All right, we
will not get into. But
shout out to Lala in the chat.
Lala knows. Lala knows.
I didn't even ask him because I knew.
I'm gonna leave that where it is.
The answer was
Gabby said she's pro-life, pro-choice. Hey, do as you feel. That's all I got to say. But
that does not surprise me.
To our number 2 moment, and y'all get to watch it in its entirety, in its glory.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
Smith slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Who would have ever thought that they would ever be saying that?
Heard around the world. Will Smith slapped his hand off of Chris Rock, and everybody.
That nigga still got to see Tony Rock.
Did he do like a light Sanford and Son walk when he was doing it?
Hello.
Chris Rock, did he ever sue?
True. That was the mind your business.
He hasn't really said anything as far as we know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lala.
I think he's waiting until he.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yes, the number 2 moment on my list has to be Will Smith.
Shout out to Aisha
Rock at the Oscars. So slap seen and heard around the world, literally around the world, because the Oscars
slap that changed
to be seen.
Changed the direction of everything. And Will Smith's out here making slave movies, trying to prey on the sympathies of people. He's like, look. I'm a
he didn't lose black people. He didn't lose black people. Like we still.
Well, no, but it's not black people you're trying to appeal to if you're being a slave.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I need to get them white folk back. Let me.
Exactly.
Hey, Tori, he put the stripes on the back.
He needs the call.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
Tori, he put the stripes on the back.
Yo. That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
this nigga was out there getting 15 lashes. He was out there getting the lashes, bro. That's wild.
Listen, man. As the resident Philly Negro on this panel, Will Smith also being from Philly, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ride with him in the beginning. No,
damn.
I just Will he drew that night. Yeah,
and I mean,
listen,
we all know that was Jada's influence to some degree. Yeah. Look what she did to August Alsina. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, all I'm saying is, I just ain't like the whole situation, especially on Will Smith part, because it's like that's Chris Rock, bro.
Tell me y'all don't want to see Will Smith get packed out by the Rock brothers, though.
Definitely, I do.
Hold up now. Chris Rock did
my
let the
point
white
is
man
this,
say nigga on the TV. So
No, but I'm still saying, nigga, you slapped me packing you out. What are you talking about?
Hey, some people feel away
My
about
point
him.
is this about that, and I'm done after this. That was a night. A lot of black people was honored.
Exactly. That's a draw, bruh.
And we don't talk about them because all we talk about is Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Like, I mean, that's corny. Like, I mean, all Will had to do was holler at him after the show.
Damn. Fuck Chris Rock. But I mean,
Chris Rock is crazy.
He let that white man
Chris
say
Rock is a
nigga.
wild statement. Bruh.
Like, why is it fuck Chris Rock?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
That's a la.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, everybody hates Chris though, remember? So I guess he sowed those seeds ahead of time.
Chris Rock is the most, along with Will Smith, was the most unproblematic black man in the world.
Hey, Will Smith let Jada get to him. He was feeling the pressure.
Smith was that dude. Like Dave Chappelle said it right. He was the perfect dude who presented this perfect thing, and then he finally showed a human moment, and everybody like,
I feel like he wouldn't have tripped as hard if there wasn't a slap. If he'd have just went up there and been like, I don't appreciate that.
But that's a perfect moment. You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect moment for him to be like, I don't like what you said about my wife. I'm a white knight and all that. No, you slap a dude. You like a human being.
Wait, hold on. I don't think it's white knighting if it's for your wife.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Though, but I'm just saying.
I still think it was a hoe move, though. You could have caught that nigga later. There was an after party. You'd have seen him. There was a time and place.
Oh, we get to Meek Mill. What's the name incident? What she like Nicki Minaj told Meek Mill to get to come be.
Hey, you see how they treat? Y'all see how they treat Meek Mill in Africa? It's crazy.
They said they're trying to get him, bro.
I was gonna say they chased him. They said he got pickpocketed, and then they got the phone back.
You know what I'm talking about. Shout out Lala No, and Kevin No.
I just, me personally, all I want to say is, like I said, both of these dudes was like,
it's automatically white night.
All right, let me say this though.
There was no stopping when Vince McMahon said "nigga" on live TV. I just want to say that
because Chris Rock was quote unquote tap dancing, whatever. We just supposed to say, all right, well, yeah, fuck you. You got slapped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he got beat up.
We don't care. We don't care that Will Smith embarrassed himself and a part of the black community. But
shout out to Lala.
It's just fuck Chris Rock.
Man, Will Smith ain't even big.
It's a bigger picture to be mad at here.
I feel like the slap was more disrespectful though. Like he just slapped the nigga.
Bro, when people talk about Will Smith and certain people, they don't even consider them black no more. They be like, oh, that's Will Smith. They don't like. I'm just saying that when they elevate to that level, you don't hear like the black card played under their name.
We knew they was black that day.
Yeah, we knew that day, 100%. He got it back, and then all of a sudden it's supposed to make us look bad because all of a sudden y'all ain't called him black in 10 years, but all of a sudden he do something like, oh, it's black man.
Well, I guess.
Well, all I'm gonna say, we know what Tupac would have done.
Okay.
Chris Rock wouldn't even made him Joseph Tupac was around.
With that speech, we will leave it at that, and we will go.
Tupac would have shot that nigga.
Towards our number one, which even with the number one, I still have a couple of honorable mentions. I'm gonna give y'all some more.
Oh, honorable mentions.
I hadn't forgotten some more. Shout out to the rise and fall of Andrew Tate, which our good old
free the top G, yo. Let him free so he can get back in his Bugatti. He's out here. He's trying to tell women they can't drive. He's trying to tell them that he expects them to be pure when they show up to his farm in Romania. Y'all know the vibe.
Another one that we got to show respect to is the different losses of life in PNB Rock. Off the different people, sorry to hear that loss of life. I hate those.
R.I.P. Big Scar too. That happened like last week.
Are you playing the in memoriam video?
No, I ain't doing it.
Okay.
Just a mention, like I said, we don't want to go. Just a simple mention of respect to him.
Hey, if this nigga had a whole in memoriam
versus the NBA. you know, the restrictions that he had to be suffered under and what he had to do to come back just for the simple tweeting, the whole mess of that. And of course, Deshaun Watson, you know, the masseuse.
Mr. Rub and Tug himself.
See, he should have used rub maps.
And then of course we have Elon Musk buying Twitter, you know, and Twitter possibly being worse. We don't know yet.
Elon is also, I said this earlier, first man ever to lose $200 billion.
And then also another one that people I know have forgotten, but was something that was supposed to be big, is of course monkeypox. You know, everybody seems to have forgot that was even a thing at one point, but you know, that was something that was possibly feared to be the next COVID or something along that line.
Not the monkeypox, bro.
And then, you know, a couple of videos, you know, that people have, they've let people slip people's mind again. You know, we have the one where I would gladly speak about as it happens, and that is the punch scene around the world where Draymond just decided to take out his frustrations on Jordan Poole, you know, during a little simple thing of practice. You know, just roll up, hey bro, what you say? Nah, you know, shrug against they something. Move off me, bro. This oh well, you know.
They were teammates, right?
Yeah, they still
That
are.
was a practice, bro. That happened at a practice.
They still are.
Nah, you got, bro. You punch me like that, nigga. We got it's fades every time we see each other from then on out.
And then
you would have to trade me after
He
that.
Falcon punched that nigga.
Yeah.
Yes. We all agree that was a Falcon
we
punch.
squaring up every practice, so you got
Every practice, nigga.
But
We
his
have
legs
to
went-
square
And yeah, that's the
most
final
Googled
one. Antonio
athlete in
Brown.
2020.
That was January 2nd of this year. Said, forget everything, I'm done. And left in the middle of a game. Yes,
That
that
nigga
is the
bounced.
final reminder one.
Listen,
We've had
AD
a wild year, you know, to be
Most
a
Googled athlete.
wild year, you know, Ice like party, forget Andrew Tate. You know, Gabby's like she ain't here drinking, dancing to Michael Jackson, drinking some Hennessy. Ice
Oh.
folded like a lawn chair. You know, we are here. We are here finally at the number one.
2022 was a sick year. It really
It
was.
was
We
a
made it
year,
through,
and
bro.
I'm pretty sure Zelmay already knows what the number one is. It is probably the most researched, the most watched thing of this year, and that was the court case of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, where, you know, Johnny Depp was actually the victim, and nobody wanted to believe
He can't play guitar anymore. He lost the tip of his finger.
Losing the tip of your finger, losing millions in different movie deals because it was like slandered against his name.
That nigga lost out on Jack Sparrow.
It was wild. It was televised. Nobody still wants to believe that a man can be actually abused by his wife. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch. If you
Let's go. Monte's got the bug. He's like, that was
over the next
amazing.
half of
bro.
the year, it was amazing to watch. It was something else entirely. Meg and Tori,
She's shitting his bed, bro.
they got it from that. It was something to see. That has to be the number one most toxic. The dump. Oh my
The dump heard around the world. Yo, double. There's layers to that bar. There's layers.
This was the case. This
Oh,
was
Christian, you gotta up your game if she doing this.
No, I don't say that because that's how Blueface ends up dead, nigga.
Oh yeah,
That is true.
I did mention them earlier, but yeah, this was the one. This was the one. I don't know nothing about The Rock being the next Jack Sparrow. We're gonna leave that with
That's crazy. If The Rock is the next Jack Sparrow, then I don't know.
That's the number one. So in the entirety, you know, to let people know what the top 10 of Monterey's
Did they
is.
find
Number
13th
one,
century steroids?
Captain Heard. Number 2, Will slapping The Rock. Well, not Will slapping Chris Rock. At least. 3
Will
is
slapping The
Wade.
Rock, he did
4 is
never.
Kanye. 5 is Megan Tory. 6 is the reaction to Kevin Samuel passing. 7 is Dion leaving reactions. 8 is Lori Harvey's reign of terror. 9 is R. Kelly, and 10 is the cheating of Ime Udoka. Do we have any debates? Anything needs to rise? Anything needs to fall?
Depp and Amber Heard literally, like I said on the other show, literally made like 1,000 YouTubers' career. off covering this case.
It really
I'm
did.
talking about
A lot of
became-
people blew up off of I almost said the Amber Heard. The Amber Heard Johnny Depp case did blow a lot of
I
channels
saw
up.
3 lawyers who became like tax assessors after the case, but they were covering the case as lawyers, and they literally got 100,000 views, and now they just make a living just off YouTube and quit their lawyer job.
Crazy,
So I'm like, this is how big this case was that people were searching for everybody to cover.
Everybody.
If you was covering this case, you got views, and I hated that we did not cover it because I'm like, this is we didn't cover as much. We did cover it, but we didn't cover it as much. But
I would okay. Just go ahead and let the comment on there. God damn it.
Thor not even looking.
I wouldn't know. Hey, like I said, it's Indiana. I'll shoot somebody if I have to.
Okay. So I personally feel like Roe v. Wade should have been lower on the list. And when I say lower, I believe that it should have taken the place of one of the honorable mentions.
Wow.
Oh,
Joe, you just
whoa.
I'm waiting for the comments. Let's go see.
Hold on, run that back. Well, I'm not sure I heard it right. You're saying
AB is pretty toxic.
So you're saying AB over Roe v. Wade is what you're saying.
I mean, constitutional toxism and the toxic that we talking about is different.
Bruh.
One is more entertaining than the other, and AB happens to be more entertaining than. Damn. Do I want to go into this shit with a meme? Do I want to go into next year? I feel like AB is more entertaining than abortion.
I would hope so.
Oh, Vince
I would hope everybody felt that way.
I would too. I hope you don't think abortion is entertaining.
Prom night,
you are muted,
baby.
Like that was a good one I did forget. I don't necessarily know if I would call this toxic. That's the thing. I wouldn't necessarily call it firing toxic. I would call it relatively a fine thing, since it deals about time. So I don't necessarily call it toxic, though it is a memorable event.
Hey, $30 million in hush money, yo.
Okay, now
$30 million.
Yeah, I get it.
$30 million. That's all I'm saying. It's pretty toxic.
I used to say stop him before it goes.
You talking about Unico?
I know. I did right in the chat. They were nice to you, John. I thought it was gonna be a lot meaner.
Yeah, shout out to the chat for being nice.
So
we missed what you said, Monray.
Anything on the list or any final thoughts of our year in review of 2022 before we sign off and see everybody next year?
Hey, when you see Depp versus Heard and you don't remember that case really. Like once you go through what they did, you realize like these two people right here probably should never ever be in the same state. I'm just being honest, especially her with him. She tortured that poor man.
Yeah, you got to keep Amber Heard and Johnny Depp got to stay as far away from each other as possible.
That case literally empowered.
I don't need anyone to be hunted down. Actually, maybe you might find. Who knows? I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm not going to incriminate myself any further.
But
that's why I thought Aisha was saying when she said it, because it puts the lotion on its skin. I thought that she was
or else it gets the hose again. Yo,
I thought she was talking about
I'm not trying to end up like that.
Well,
shout out to Monte Party, bro. He going off on the New Year's. Let's go.
No, you got to end it off in the right way. Make sure everybody just be safe out there.
Yeah, don't go too hard.
Resolutions, do good things. Ride in the new year right, ride out the new year well. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. All I got to say. Otherwise, I guess we're gonna sign out.
Monte, what you playing back there? What you playing at the party?
The good old Unico Williams, aka Black Panther is mid, aka so is everything else you're thinking of. What you got to say, Unico, on the way out?
First and foremost, uniquewilliams.com. We own the website now, so we appreciate it. Secondly, I also want to say Happy New Year's to everyone that's listening before, listening today, or gonna listen down the line. We appreciate y'all. We nothing without any of y'all. I enjoy talking to these fellas, but if I just want to sit and talk to them, we got group chats for that shit. We do this for everybody. that may have any type of interest or just want to be entertained. We are entertainers at the end of the day. We are not professionals in regards to all these subject matters. I don't know
At all.
nobody's court system or nothing. We just go to jail. We don't know what happens after the fact. But so with that being said, man, I wish everybody, especially everybody on the channel, on the panel, my brothers from Blur Cartel, my brothers from everywhere, people that have come through. We've had guests. Shout out to my homegirl Jay from Brooklyn by way of South Carolina. Shout out to just all the guests that have been on my show this year. Just shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all. BMT out. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to Afro Camp. Everybody. Just I appreciate y'all. I'm glad I met y'all this year. The pleasure is 100%. Gotta be all mine, man. And I hope we all continue to keep on growing and make it happen. And we'll do more edibles.
Please don't. You remember what happened last time.
I was about to say.
And of course, we are joined by Mr. Anger Kinks himself, the Afro Comedy 765. Sign off for 2022, my guy.
You already know. It's been a wonderful year. We've had lots of toxicity all over the place. We've got to bask in the glory of it all, and we made it out. And I hope everyone goes into the new year doing plenty of illicit substances. Follow me on Twitter, AfroComedy765. Overall 99 scumbag at large. Casual conversations every Wednesday. Y'all niggas know the vibe.
And of course, we're joined by your New Year's resolution himself. What is the resolution? Speak your piece.
Your New Year's resolution to see more of me. So I will give you your resolution. I will do more shows, more things, more shorts, more lives, all of that for your entertainment. So follow that Overall 99 Media. You see the sign. It's new. It's a new year. So follow that. I will be more on Twitch. I will give you more of me. So your New Year's resolution will always automatically come true. And by the way, I want to thank y'all for real, because like I said, y'all had to rock with us. Y'all rocked with us all year. Like I said in the earlier show, I know the content went more long form this year. We didn't do as much short form content. We're going to get back to some short form content and continue the long form content. And we're going to just grind it out this year. You will see, like I said, you'll see more of me. And I hope to entertain you and keep making these shows higher quality, better sounds, everything. You see, Joe got a better sound.
We bring in more toxic vibes.
I got
2023
and stuff, and you see all the new things. We are grinding for you, and I as a thank you for you, because you allowed us to do this. You make us want to grind. You're the reason we do this, and we love y'all. Y'all are amazing people.
Grinding.
And of course, we have the new year, the same sensei, the Hollywood sensei, representing the Blur Cartel. Sign off for 2022.
I mean, last show of 2022. You know what I mean? I just want to say it's good to be working with all of you guys. You know what I mean? I'm glad to have crossed paths with all y'all. You know what I mean? Real shit. I like what y'all do. You know what I mean? Very talented. You know what I mean? And next year, I'm hoping to do more work with y'all. You know what I mean? Everybody that, been rocking with the Blur Cartel, we appreciate you. We love you, of course. You know what I mean? Just got to 1,000.
Let's go, 1,000.
You know what I mean? 1,000 followers on the TikTok finally. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we about to hit over 1,000 views on the YouTube channel. I mean, over 100,000 views on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So, it's just Blur Cartel, man. I'm just hoping next year, we just keep putting that work in, we keep getting the support. And, it take off like it's supposed to.
And they get partner next year. Let's go.
Yeah, and over
Blur Cartel partner coming soon. It's lit.
GGC Mafia, everybody,
it's going up.
Year, I mean, and next year it's going to be lit. I mean, it's a movie.
And of course, I'm your host, the one and only Monray Hudson. It's been a wonderful year of growth, a year of new experiences, a year of fun. Just all we can do is just take the experiences, good and bad, roll with them. I appreciate everybody for joining.
We show so much. And be sentimental. We want to cry.
Who's trying to go into the new year crying? This nigga's so made different.
Hey, it's the birth of the new show, man. Like I said, I was nervous starting up this show, trying to think of ideas, but I got a wonderful crew of people, wonderful crew of ideas, new things, new everything coming in 2023. New intro eventually. Going to end up bruising off the Facebook page. Want everybody to join us on there, see new snippets, see new births of new ideas. It's going to be a wonderful 2023. Everybody's gonna be different. Everybody's gonna be in better places. I appreciate everybody for rocking with us up until now. Otherwise, make sure you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Celebrate the new year in a wonderful way. Do something special. Don't do nothing crazy.
Shout out to the chat. We do this shit for y'all.
We out, and we will see y'all next year.
Peace.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.